Hey, you kick-ass music makers. Good morning. How are you? Are you making music, soothing souls, bringing smiles on people's faces? You got to do it. Hey, welcome to the Solo Gigging Life channel here. I don't know really what I'm doing, but you know what I do, I just share. So that's don't expect anything more than that. But been in the business a long time, many moons. But anyway, so today I wanted to touch on, by the way, a couple of you guys have sent in some stuff for me to kind of cap on, give me some ideas on stuff that some of you guys want to hear about, how I pick my songs and you know, and how I write, or even original tunes and stuff like that, and do I stick to the old classics and stuff like that. So I'm going to get to that in another post, probably the next one. But this one I wanted to touch base on. As you can see here, I got the Jeep, taking the Jeep today. So what I had to do yesterday on my day off, so I worked Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and yesterday I had off. So this is Kim's Jeep, and so she had the old light bulbs on here and they were all faded, so I ordered some these cool lights on Amazon. They're pretty nice, and it's just plug in and play. It's a little bit to put them in, but you got to take the whole grill off and all that shit, and it's got a couple different wiring harnesses, but they're working out great. We tested it out last night. It works great. Got new tires. This thing's all good to go. Anyways, yeah, so I've got everything I do my show with is in here right now. So it doesn't seem like too much, but you know what it is my speaker box that I carry the QSCs in. I think I'm going to give that thing a rest. I have it in my storage thing, but I think I'm going to give it a rest because it does take up a lot of room, and you know I got to use the winch to draw it up into the back of the Suburban, and I've got a dolly here, one of those four-wheel dollies, and I just throw the speakers on there, and I'm just careful with them. You know, they've been protected really well in that case. I don't know if you guys have seen that case, because I've got the K2s. These are 1,000 watts, watts each. And they're sufficient enough to do pretty much any kind of gig. But anyway, so I replaced it with the box, not using the box because it's just, you know, you got to undo the snaps on the you got to undo the snaps, you know, to take the lid off on the thing here. Let me set this up here real quick. So I'm going to show you what I got to replace this. So I got this thing off of Amazon. It's a little like a TV tray basically, but it's all black. You can adjust it at an angle, which I do have it. So I set my board, my drum machine right here, and I have this right next to me. So it's just a little less bulkier. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try using this method of setup right now. I kind of like it. And I think it's easier, and I can set up faster instead of putting the lid back on the box, halfway snap it, bring it up next to me, you know, because the box is pretty big. You know, it fits the two QSCs, so it's all padded inside. It's heavy lifting it. So yeah. So, and this is what I'm taking today to work. I'm actually got called in last minute. They asked me, not last minute, they called me on Friday. I just thought I had this Memorial Weekend. I thought I just had Thursday, Friday, and Saturday booked. And then ran into Rick at the Social, which I'm playing at lunch. So it's an early gig. It's Memorial Day. You know, what the heck? I got to pay rent. So yeah, I got to get this gig here and get this, get my books balanced with this one, and then we're good. Now you guys are probably going, well, where the hell is the Suburban? Well, Suburban is it's at the doctor's. Okay, I had 235 or almost about 240,000 miles on the motor, And believe it or not, that 5.3 that's in that thing, I could have gone to probably easily 300,000 on the motor. But you know what? I just, and then I had an engine light come on. Even though I just had it smogged, but I had an engine light come on, and they had fixed the rear oil sensor that's on the back of the block. They replaced that. It fixed it for a little while, but then the oil thing came on again, and it says it's the sensor. So we know the sensor isn't bad. So they said that there's a little O-ring on a pickup tube that goes to your oil pump in the pan. And when that O-ring wears out, it brings your pressure down in your motor. So that's why the sensor was kept going off, because I got low end pressure. I still got pressure in there, and the thing ran like beautiful. It runs like a Cadillac. But yeah, so I'm thinking, well, you know what? And so to get that fixed, you know, it's 4-wheel drive, the Suburban. So you have to take the front end differential off, the whole thing, drop the pan. Yeah, so it's a big deal. So it's like $1,000 job. Well, I got a good deal from this guy down here in Lucerne. He's going to do my whole motor for just overhaul the whole freaking thing, because he needs it. New pistons, rings, crank, lifters, new heads, oil pump, and all the major main seals in the motor. So yeah, he's doing a total overhaul job on it. Happy about that, because down the road we are going to be moving out of Southern Cal and get back up north. But it could be a year to 2 years, you know, somewhere like that. But it doesn't look like it'll be 2 years, because my mom's not doing too well. So that dementia is kind of kicking in pretty quick. It's going fast. It doesn't matter to me what anybody else says. I know my mom very well, and yeah. So, but anyway, so I am by the help of my mom and my I guess you'd call him my stepdad. I call him my brother because he's only a few years older than me. But he is an amazing dude. This cat is totally taking care of my mom. And he's just amazing. He adores her. They've known each other for like 30 years and a long time. So, but anyway, so they're helping me with the rebuild on the thing. So they're charging me $4,000. And so that's pretty good, because the average is $6,000 to $10,000 for a rebuild, you know. So yeah, I was going to just do a swap out, but anyway, so it's at the doctor's. It's being fixed. It should be done, I'm thinking, maybe this week. I did go down and stop in to check on it. He already had the motor put together. The heads were on and stuff like that. But yeah, yeah. So but you know, this is a holiday weekend, so I know they were closed all weekend. But anyway, so I guess what I'm getting at today real quick here, I got this gig at noon, so I have to get going. But what I'm getting at is really take care of your transportation, man. You know, because that's what gets you to the gigs, right? Yeah, just keep up on the oil. That's the main thing. Keep up on the oil in your brakes. Make sure they're okay. Make sure it's running sound and good and smooth. Some of you guys can maintain your cars on your own. I used to do that, but now it's just I'll do some certain things. But like I'm changing my own oil because they want $100 to change your oil and put a synthetic in. So I'm like, no, never mind. I'll pay the $40 of fluid and just put it in myself. I got one of these guys right here, and you just dump it in there and get an oil filter, call it done. And I know how to reset the computer on it. So anyway, so that's what's going on with me, man. Happy Memorial, everybody. And if any of you guys are veterans, my hat goes off to you. I care about you. I appreciate you for laying putting your life on the line for this country, because this is a beautiful country. And there'll never be a country like it. So remember that. And so yeah, all those people that were enjoying that enjoy the beach, you know, and stuff like that, and the lakes, and they're out there on the beach laying out. And then I'm describing a meme I saw, and then underneath it showed D-Day when they hit the beach in Normandy. And it's because of those guys laying their life down for us, is we're able to do what we do, knock on doors and become entrepreneurs and make music and whatever you're into. But some of you guys that are maintain your own cars, yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Save your money. I do my own oil on all the vehicles because it's so easy. And you know, I'll replace alternate. I'll do a little work on top end, but I don't have to do that anymore because usually vehicles I have are pretty decent. They've been gone through and whatnot. And speaking of my Suburban, it's a 2012. It's an old Suburban, older. And but the girl that I bought it from, she upgraded and put upgraded the transmission, so had a new transmission in it, new air conditioning system, a new radiator. So she dumped a lot of money in that Suburban. The only thing she didn't do was rebuild the motor, because when I picked up the car, it had 176,000 on it. Yeah. And so now I'm at 240. So, but here's a heads up, dude. You guys, nobody get those Toyo tires, whatever they're called, Toyo. I don't remember. They're off-road. They're known for their off-road tires, the biggest pieces of shit you can ever buy. I just bought some like a little over a year ago, and they're already like worn out. I'm like, are you kidding? So I asked some tire guys about it, and they said, yeah, Toyo's known for that. I go, what? Why didn't I hear that on YouTube or something? So yeah, they're pieces of shit, and I paid like $1,800 for the tires. They're 35, so they're big. But I just found another guy. He's got some tires. I'm going to put some tires on it. I'm going to have to put tires on it soon. And they're just as good, and it's a harder rubber. And I wish I could remember the name of them, but they're an RT tire, you know, rough terrain tire. It's like, I think he said it was 11 or 1220 or 1240 out the door with everything mounted, everything, and they're badass tires. I think I'm going to go to 37, so it's going to lift the truck a little bit more, but oh well. Yeah, so that's what's going on. I just wanted to tell you guys, make sure, you know, happy Memorial, but make sure you guys take care of your vehicles. Summer's here, or it's just about here, so you know, make sure that you guys keep up on your vehicle, because you don't, it ends up being a nightmare when you guys break down on the road and you're somewhere and you need to be at a gig. You call a friend or family to come pick you up and then transfer the gig out of the car. The car breaks down. So yeah, it can be a nightmare. So just want to give you heads up on that for all the newer SORs. Some of you guys already know. It's just really common sense what I'm talking about. But most of you guys know about that stuff. But anyway, so I got to get going. I got to fly out of here. The truck's loaded. Yeah, gonna do a little lunch thing. I don't know how many people will be there, but on my next one, I'll tell you how Memorial Weekend went with all the gigs that I was doing. So yeah. All right, you guys. So peace out. I love y'all. Thanks everything. If you can help support the channel, donate if you can. You know, pass the channel on to some friends or whatever that might be interested in doing this. You might have family or friends that might be interested in doing this, and maybe they can learn a thing or two. There is some other solo solo artists out there that have some channels, and they're really great, and they cover a lot of good stuff. I'm more off the cuff, and I'm more in the middle of the road. I mean, you know, I just kind of play off the cuff, and just share what I know. That's all I do. You know, there's no bullshit involved. It's just, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, do anything except share, because, you know, when I'm old and I do end up retiring, I want to be able to sit down in a restaurant and watch a cool soul artist do some of the songs from the past. I mean, that's a turn on. I don't know about you guys, but it's a turn on. I know it'll be a turn on to me, because I've always been into music. So also working on a new single. Yeah, so I got a lot of stuff to post up, a lot of subjects to do, and plus some of the subjects you guys mentioned in the comments, I believe. And And I will get to those, absolutely. Matter of fact, I've already copied and pasted it on my desktop. So, yeah, we're going to get to it. Peace out, you guys. Happy Memorial Weekend. Love you all, man. And I'll talk to you in a few days. Ciao for now.